Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, May 8th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is Om Bhavam Namah, which is I am absolute existence. And it came from, couldn't quite get the right English words for the energy mantra that I wanted to bring forth, but basically the energy of the energy mantra I wanted to bring forth was I am worth all the love. And that kind of spiraled into I am all the love. And that moved into Om Bhavam Namah. I am absolute existence. I am the love. So this is the energy that I want you to give yourself as the foundation to move through today. Now, today is an interesting astro day. We are building into this full moon. And a Scorpio full moon is a pretty potent full moon. It definitely brings some phoenix action. So we may be seeing some stuff come up for endings, some stuff to come up to put in place some release work. Empowerment is ultimately, I feel like, the highest vibration of Scorpio. I used to say transformation is the highest vibration, but I realized that it's transformation in order to bring forth empowerment. That is this energy of Scorpio. So that's what we're doing as we're building into this full moon. Phoenix transformation style, which can represent releasing some stuff, putting boundaries, not one of my favorite words, but putting some boundaries in place in order to rise up within ourselves. So as this full moon's building, we're moving into that. At the same time, we are building into two other shifts happening. We have the nodal finale, this north node finishing up in Virgo, moving into Leo. It's moving into Leo tomorrow afternoon, Tuesday afternoon. We are going to have the nodes in Leo for the first time since 1998 to 2000 was when they were last in the Leo Aquarius polarity with the north node side in Leo. So we're building into that, and we also are building into Mercury and Uranus coming together also tomorrow. So all these things building, we're like, foundation, and the moon in Libra is like, can I find my balance? Can I hold my balance? It's some interesting surf going on that we're moving through. In addition to that, the moon in Libra today is making some interesting connections. It's connecting to Pluto. It's squaring that Pluto energy, which that square is like, we both want this place of solid foundation. We want this place of knowing our worth. This is actually at 19 degrees, which is that 10, which is, yes, I'm worth it. I'm worth these good things. I'm worth this foundation of knowing I'm worth all of the love, all of the passion, all of the soul shine and joy of the world. But there may be some shifts in balance that need to happen in order to get there. So often we put so many things outside of ourselves first, including the world's view of ourselves. And while we're still allowing the world to dictate what our level of self-love is and what our level of self-worth is and who we should be in the world, then we're still not really in our balance and we're not standing on both feet. We're kind of standing on our tiptoes like, are you happy now, world? And the world's like, no, one toe. I want you to stand on one toe. And then we try that and yet it's still not happy. And so while we're still in that hamster wheel spiral of let me please the world, let me please the world, let me please the world, we're not really getting into this vibration of one unto thyself. So moon square Pluto, and then the moon is connecting with both Uranus and Mercury, both at 25 degrees in Aries, but not conjunct yet. Mercury and Uranus together, liberating our I am vibration through liberating old mental constructs. And feeding into this is that Saturn energy, which is taking us into the truths, taking us into the beliefs, taking us into these old shoulds that we've learned and held onto, and reminding us that it's okay to shift our beliefs. It's okay to shift our truths. It's okay if you used to stand for this thing and you no longer stand for it. It's okay to change. Saturn retrograde in Sagittarius alongside Mercury and Uranus is saying it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to release these things. But sometimes it takes a little work, and sometimes you have to actually notice where it is you are still holding on to something that is keeping you on your tiptoes in a place where you can put your whole foot down and feel stable and feel secure and feel supported. That's a big one right now, that support energy. So all of these connections are happening, building us into it. Now, I want to mention, with this Mercury, Uranus, this moon in Libra, bringing us into the full moon, our thinking is stirred up. The mind is like, what's going on? I don't know about you. I cannot say that this is for everybody. Overthinking for me really stresses me out. When I start overthinking something, my mind is brilliant. Good work, mind. Brilliant mind. Can think of every possibility in the world, can think of the most outlandish possibilities and make ways for them to be very real possibilities in my world. And it stresses me out because a lot of times when I'm going, down that path, it's not the path of like, these are all the possibilities, all the amazing things that could happen. A lot of times that'll be the path of, these are all the things that can go wrong with what I really want to happen. So notice if you're going down that path with this overthinking, can you redirect? None of that is in the present moment. None of that is necessarily truth. Is it possibility? Sure, anything's possible. But if you can find your footing, find that balance, find your love, find your absolution within yourself in this moment, you don't have to go down that path. So notice when you find yourselves going down that path. I'm actually going to bring in some cards right now. Because, Taurus, worth, it brings up a lot of money stuff. And money's always one of those things. And I have from the Sacred Creators, inflow with money. And I was like, give me more information. Creator Earth. Really? Is that all you have for me? Bliss is worth creating from. I'm like, and there we have it. This Taurus stuff, some of this overthinking, it may be in regard to, let's say, abundance. Maybe about money, maybe about prosperity, but let's say abundance, because abundance covers love, it covers friendship, it covers money, it covers all of those things. And so, what is your flow with abundance at this time around any of these things, around Taurus, around your worth? Where are you creating from? Taurus is this earth energy. We have to be really aware of what are we manifesting, what are we bringing forth with our thoughts, with our flow of our thoughts around abundance. And this is the key. Bliss is worth creating from. So if you're finding yourself stressed out about abundance of any kind, well, where's your bliss? And what are you focusing on? And what path are you going on? Because in this mental energy, we're creating a lot of vibrations. The vibrations are like, whoo, in this energy with Mercury and Uranus. And Saturn connecting in, brings that level of responsibility. How are you responding? What are you creating? Are you creating from a place of your responsibility, or are you creating from this place of reactability? It's going to be up to you. If you are reacting to that energy of lack, then that's going to be the spiral that you're going to be going down that rabbit hole. If you're reacting or responding, I prefer responding responsibility from the place of Om Bhavam Nama, I am worth all the love in the universe. I am worth all the abundance in the universe. Then you're going to move down this path, and your solutions will be down this path instead of, you're going to get solutions down this path, and you're going to get more of the same down this other path. Where are you going to go with this? Creator Earth. Sacred Creator Earth. Remembering that. And remember that overthinking thing. I was listening to Mike Dooley this weekend. The Hay House Summit is on. Oh my gosh, and I'm really enjoying. I love listening to all these teachers. I pick and choose which ones I'm going to listen to, but Mike Dooley, I actually listened to his thing twice. And I love this, and I wrote this down. It says, your eyes don't see the world. Your eyes project the world. What are you projecting? Sacred Creator, what are you creating in this energy? Now, let's be fair. Let's be real. This energy is intense, and a lot of times when it gets intense and it brings stuff up, we start going down that rabbit hole. But this is what I do the astro for. I bring it to your awareness so you can be like, oh, here I am replaying these old stories. Where do these old stories from? Yoink. Let me pull this old program out. And this is the one that I want to be following. This is the rabbit hole I want to go down. Let's follow this rabbit. You get to make a decision. Now, Scorpio is so wonderful for this. This moon moving into Scorpio, and the moon shifts into Scorpio later in this evening, later in Monday evening. And so this moon is like, how will I empower? How do I empower myself in this thing? This mental energy is super empowering you into this. So you have that choice. And that may be where that boundary comes in. Oh my gosh, I keep going over into this rabbit hole, and this rabbit hole has stinging nettles down it, and I don't want to have stings on my rabbit bum. So I want to go over to this one, which has daisies. It's boundaries in this case is choice. So you have this choice to find this balance, but just be aware. So from Abraham, card 55, master number for anybody who wants to know, and that's a 10. There's that 10 energy. I can transform my own world. And I love what it says. It is not your job to transform the world for others, but it is your job to transform it for you. A state of appreciation is pure connection to source, where there is no perception of lack. Because Om Bhavam Namah, I am absolute existence. And so here's where you're moving. I've got this Fool card again. I keep pulling the Fool card. Moving into the innocence, moving into the joy. Look, it's a bug. I love this beautiful bug. Oh my God, the bugs are so abundant right now. It is an abundant bug world. That's a fun perspective. That will help you grow and bloom. It's moving you out of this old conditioning and control paradigm that we've been in for so long. I'm going to stand on my tippy toes because the world wants this of me. We're letting that go. We're putting our feet down and standing on the abundant, fertile soil of Gaia and blooming from that place. Now, this is going to require trust. Trust in yourself and trust in the universe. Do you trust yourself? Look at your life and notice what you've created in a good way. Notice the good things that you've created. That might be a little foundation for trust and a little process to move through in this thing, because you are a sacred creator of earth, and bliss is worth creating from. So I think that's it for today. Wow, Tuesday is going to be a big day of shift, and I will be back tomorrow with that for you. But for now, book a reading if you want to dive deeper into your own personal chart, or if you want a session with me, if you just want to dig into your life and how to shift things. I do all of these things. If you are on the Twin Flame Journey, check out my blogs. I've been putting them out here and there. It's on Twin Flame Journey on GaiaBlooming.com, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.